So I think all these should be treated as sources of information for people. The good thing about all these rankings are they will work on more reliable data because they're very cautious about the credibility of their ranking. So they will work on very reliable data. That would make it easier. I think one of the difficulties in India is that people don't know too much information about the institution.
Various organizations rank universities or colleges in India differently, right? And one cannot say that I accept these rankings or I don't accept these rankings. So I think one has to be clear in one's own mind as to what is it that is important for oneself. Is, for instance, employer reputation more important than academic reputation? If academic reputation is more important, then of course one would have to give that a greater weightage. But if to me it is more important that the people, the companies that are employing my graduates are satisfied and happy with the training that we have imparted to them, then I would give greater weightage to that. Which is to say that once I have the scorecard of all the universities that have been ranked, I can do my own ranking by giving to each one of us to use different weightages to various parameters and compute my own set of ranks. There is nothing that stops a university from doing so. As an example, if for instance a given organization gives 30% weightage to academic reputation and only 10% to employer reputation, but to my mind employer reputation is far more important, there is nobody who is to stop me from figuring out, there is nobody to stop me from saying that I can give 30% weightage to employer reputation and only 10% to academic reputation.
Yeah. See, the kind of rankings which we see in magazines here in India, I don't want to name any of them, but I don't really much believe in them. Because there are institutions which are much more PR savvy, and they go out to sort of to ensure that their visibility is maintained and so on and so forth. Such institutions tend to do better than others. So I'm not undermining the importance of such institutions, undermining the importance of visibility, undermining the importance of public relations. That's not my point at all. They are all very important. But I would tend to think that figuring in those league tables, which some of the Indian magazines, which I don't want to name publish every year, I have my own doubt about its credibility, its transparency of this whole process. I do doubt about the scientificity of their methodology.
See, ever since the Department of Science and Technology started to use citation index to rank the universities in India, to release some special grants so that the universities can perform at a higher level of excellence, the rankings have come to stay in the Indian system. Initially, it was a ranking based on performance in the disciplines of science and technology. But now that the universities have started to get ranked both by the international surveys as well as national surveys across all disciplines that get taught or researched at the universities, the students as well as the newer faculties joining a given university have started to take ranking very seriously. Because traditional universities today actually are competing for good students with even the private institutions when it comes to self-sustaining courses in the traditional universities. The fee structure for the self-sustaining courses in traditional universities is little lower than those in the private universities, but it is not insignificant as compared to the private universities. So the parents do want to make a choice whether the students graduating out of a given institution, whether they will find a right kind of an employment. So they should not merely go by the ranking, But ranking is a factor to take into account. But blindly following ranking is not a correct thing. They must study the merits of a given institutions across all the parameters which go on to determine a single score in which the ranking is based. You could come across institutions which are high in ranking, but they are poor when it comes to providing facilities to the students, or where the interaction between the faculty and the students is not adequate, or where the employers don't go because the employers perceive the reputation of that institution not in the same light as the international service.